Hey guys, welcome back. Hobby Table Collector's Home. So today we got two openings. Now it's actually supposed to have been two items purchased through one of our more favorables, Pristine Auction. Yes, we love doing those with them. One, yes, they do have some good stuff. Great price. I mean, I've picked up some autographed items at like 50 to 60% less than what it costs to get through like a private signing or in person, and they usually come with authentication already on them, which most times that's about another $10 to $20 extra if you get it like at the convention centers and everything. We have two items. Like I said, there were supposed to be one. I got them all at the same time. Now, one is an 11 by 14, and it is a Sylvester McCoy, who is the 7th Doctor in the Doctor Who. So I picked that up for next to nothing. Now, Pristine Auction, one good thing, they do have it. They did have one of his on one of their 10-minute auctions, and it closed at like $7.35. So you do get some good deals, and the authentications are legit. These are legitimate. I have yet to come across any signature or anything that was not legitimate. But one thing, if you notice my past video, I did talk about, and that was the packaging that these guys put their stuff through, which has a lot to be desired sometimes. Now, this is in the 11 by 14 item. I had everything written down. 11 by 14 item. Now, in the past, 11 by 14s have always come in something like this, of course bigger, but with a sturdy backer, a nice clean plastic sleeve with the photo inside. This in turn was wrapped in bubble wrap and then put in a box like this where it's shipped. Hey, great packaging. It's going to get here, no damage. Lately though, this is the second one I've gotten. I had an 11 by 17, this is 11 by 14. I didn't do the opening on 11 by 17, but they've been sending them in these, and as opposed to that. So we're going to see how did they package this as opposed to having it in the bubble wrap and fully protected. Because the last one I got came in one like this. Like I said, I did not do an opening. It was a larger one. It was 11 by 17. This is 11 by 14, but it did 11 by 17. And that item came in one of these. I pulled it out. It had two pieces of cardboard with the photo in it, cut very poorly. I mean, it was all jagged pieces were coming off, but you know, it was taped on both ends. I cut the bottom end off, opened it up. There was another small piece over it, and it said open carefully. Cool. Hey, someone took time on that. I was like, hey, this is neat. So I carefully cut that off because they had that tape, opened it up. They had the photo in a top loader. At that point, I was like, even better, because they never put them in top loaders. And that top loader had plastic wrapped around it until I opened that one cover all the way. Yes, it was in a top loader, but it was too small. There was about 3 inches of the sticking out of the top. And yes, there was damage to it. So lo and behold, I thought they were doing good and not. But we're going to do this one here, and this is 11 by 14. Now this is one of the items I did mention as well, that how they state it's the imaging is a stock item, and what you will get will be similar. So here is the images from there that were stock photos. So I'll give you a few seconds to look those over. Here is the main one. Now here is the one that holds the signature. Now do keep in mind that that is not the one we're going to get. That is going to be a stock item. And it did state that in the description. Well, first off, the difference between this and what I just showed you, as you can see, there is a fold already right down it where it took a bend. So let's see how well they did it, because every time they do this, their packaging is not that great. Alright, so once again, no protection on the top. They're using the cover of the package to help protect it. Never a good idea. Guys, Pristine, don't do that because it does not protect it. Alright. So, and again, just one little piece of cardboard. And they have been using these, which is a little better than the top loader. Not as good as a top loader. Top loaders, anyway, I can take a top loader and hold it, and it will actually stay straight. As you can see, these ones do not. But there's where that is. So you can see. So that crease, it took. Sorry guys. Hey, it happens. All right. So that crease, there it was right there. I can see it in there. I do not see anything in the photo itself, so luckily it looks like it survived okay. But there's the signature. Does it come out any? So it's about what it said it was going to be. So that's not too bad. I mean, like I said, the packaging could have been a little better. Luckily, it survived as far as I can tell. And this one is authenticated through their Pristine Auction, which I've had no issues with them. They've always come through perfectly fine. They actually even do some signings in their warehouses. So, like I said, they do have a lot of his on there you can get for a good price. I guess I could see where it was right through there. There's a little bit of a crease, but I do not see any damage in the photo. Alright, so that's the first one. So far, so good. So this next one is something I have never gotten through Pristine Auction before, and that is a Funko Pop. So this is a William Shatner Kirk signed Funko Pop. And I've never gotten one from them before. And like I said, I did get a good decent price for it. Yeah, throw that combo in there. Actually less than what it would cost to get it in person, plus an authentication added at the site of the convention I was at a few months ago. It was about 120. It would have been another 10 to get it, so 130 would have gotten my Funko signed, authenticated, and everything. This actually was less than that. But again, stock item. So here's the pictures. Here's the front on. You can see there's a little damage on one side there. Then the next one from the side view, if you look at the top, it has a little bit of damage on it. Now again, that is not the one they said I was going to get. They're going to get one similar. So let's see what damage it came in. So here's the box it came in. Like I said, each thing came in separate. Now there's nothing on there saying fragile or anything. If you notice, that last envelope did not anywhere state do not fold. They used to put that on there, but they don't anymore. I don't know. But okay, so far this box is okay. So now as you can see, it is supposed to have JSA authentication. Now the description of it did say it was not going to have the card. It was just a sticker. So that's okay. I was expecting it. So it had that. There it is. Nothing on the bottom. I do not like seeing nothing on the bottom. Usually when I ship Funkos out, yes, it's in a nice little thing like this, and what I do with those is I do put them in these and wrap them and bubble wrap and this as well. But so it did come in a nice protector. It wasn't just by itself, so that's a plus. There's the William Shatner. So these are never fun to take out. Here we are. So let's take a look. So there is a little spot there, and you can see it, a little dent. Other than that, and the casing's a little dirty, but nothing big. I mean, it's got a little edging through here, which, looking at the picture from the original one, again, it did show possible damage, and it did say you will receive one in similar condition. So, did this kind of come out? Yes, actually this one looks a little bit better than the one they had in the picture. But still, as a collector, I really don't like putting blind faith into what you're going to get, especially something like this. Like I said, his signature at conventions can go, the last one I saw just a couple months goes up to $120 just to get that signature. So, you know, it does have the JSA, which is good. Like I said, if at the convention, that's an extra 10 bucks. Like I said, the corners there are the bottom, and the bottom has a little rough, but everything else is fine. Actually, this one looks to be in a little better condition than the one in the picture, so I'm happy with this one. The shipping came okay. They even have their own little Funko Pops, says Pristine Auction, and you know, there's their little. So I do like keeping these in there. So, like I said, this was the first time we got a Funko Pop through them. I'm pleased. Yes, Pristine Auction, I do have its ups and downs. Sometimes people are like, well, why do you keep buying from them if you keep hitting these issues? You do get some good prices, and you just got to keep your fingers crossed on that shipping aspect of how good it comes. Like I said, they went from in the past having this with the cardboard bubble wrap in a nice box to one of these that does not anywhere say do not bend, and you can see it got bent. Luckily it did survive. But if you're going to do that, Pristine Auction, guys, cardboard, top, bottom, photo in the center. Do not rely on the shipping envelope to help protect it. That's always a big no on that. So that's what we got. And I can tell you though, guys, that's usually, if in auction, a $10 one. Yes, I don't have the card, but if you do run that number through, there is a little option that says you can replace the card. There's a little fee associated with that though, but I can tell you, getting that with the fee and what this cost me, guys, this is why I like Pristine Auction. You can get some good stuff at a lower price than what it costs to get in person or in other people's websites, because they're generally charging about what the convention prices are or more. This was less, even with all of the selling fees, the seller premium fees is what they call it, the shipping and the actual cost of that still came out less than an actual autograph from him in person. And it's not that bad shape. It has a little damages, but I was expecting that because it did state that in there. But again, it said stock item. That is a gamble, and I took the risk and got it. Took the risk on this one. That actually came out pretty good. Big Doctor Who fan, you know, I grew up watching him in England, so that's pretty cool. So that's what we have on this one. So we are thankful that everything kind of came in decent condition this time around. I do have another package. The tracking should be here within the next day or two, and there is an item in there that someone actually inquired me about over on my YouTube sites. One of my postings, they made a comment, what about their jerseys? Hey, I do have a jersey in that's on its way, so we can get that checked out and see how well those come. So thanks a lot, guys. Until then, happy collecting and safe collecting. If you know of a business that you're curious about and would like us to check out, or if you have a business that you know of is really good and like to pass the word on, send it to us at info@thehobbytable.com. Again, that's info@thehobbytable.com.